Good morning and welcome to Real Talk with Tamra. I hope that you guys are doing okay this morning. As you come into the room, please hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are doing okay this morning. I decided to do a video before I have to go out on a case. Um, this morning, I wanted to talk about and kind of remind people because they've been so quiet with it. No one knows who it is. I guess now is not, they have not released the name, not guess, but they haven't released the name. But I guess, now is not the time for them to release it. But someone was quietly arrested in connection with Young Dolph's murder. Now, this happened the day after Orange Mound quit. Who the person is, they did not tell me who it was. Um, I just know that the next day a man was arrested that night. Um, so, you know, I wanted to remind people of that. You know, um, I think I had been saying the whole time that Young Dolph was going to get justice. And, I was talking to someone about how oftentimes people think, when there's justice for somebody else, especially when they have been involved in a situation, um, that people are just out to get them. But when you do the crime, you just got to do the time. And it was wrong on so many levels what they did to Young Dolph. Now, the person that they quietly arrested, like I said, I don't know who it is. Um, it has to be because it's going to be beneficial to um, MPD and the prosecutors. Okay. Um, Oftentimes, for a person's safety, there's no telling what that person is not telling them. I'm sure when that happens, it's because the person is loaded with information that could help for speedy justice as it relates to Young Dog. Oftentimes, you get people just like when Orange Mountain Quet was arrested, when they had told me that they had just put the handcuffs on him and they had just gotten him. What I did was I got on here and I spoke about it, but I started thinking about I don't know what the energy is going to be because they had just put the handcuffs on him. I was going to wait until they actually had the opportunity to speak with him and um you know I didn't know if it was going to be a situation just like it is now with the person that was arrested the day after him. Okay, you see, they have not said anything about that, said who that person was, and but they did give that information to the news media. And they have they do secret indictments all the time. They have star witnesses that you don't even know anything about oftentimes until trial. And I know a lot of time people go, but why they have to be so quiet? I know because we want that, we want what we want, but then we'll say we want justice for Young Dolph. This stuff like this happens all the time. It's not that they're trying to protect anything other than the case and getting justice for Young Dolph. Okay, now, um, so when it's time, you know, and I'm sure the time will come, maybe during trial or something, we'll all see exactly who it was, right? But it makes me extremely happy, that they are doing their job. Whoever it was that was arrested the night after Orange Mound quit, they won't be the only people that are arrested. I had been saying for the longest that there was going to be indictments. And I'm still saying that there are going to be more indictments. Who they are, I don't know at this point. That's between um, the Memphis police investigators, the FBI, and and the DA's office. But I do know this, you know, it, it seems that people are, they're getting emotional and they are doing exactly and helping to helping for um I guess speedy arrest, because if you all can remember when Young Doc was assassinated, we had people getting on the internet. I can remember when Thaddeus Matthews was vlogging on the Young Dolph's case, he started receiving all kinds of threats. There was another young lady um, named Tawana Murphy that started trying to talk about it a little bit. She started receiving all types of threats because people were scared. And this was even before the arrest was made with straight dropping them. Okay, so yesterday I received a threat and they immediately started tracing the location. And they came out, of course. Um, of course, they got a picture of the young man because his whole face was not covered. And they immediately started trying to get hits based on his features. And they're going to see what connection, whose camp that he's in. And see, this is how they was able to start connecting the dots in the first place, as it relates to before they got straight dropping all of them. And so people get mad when them hating them motherfuckers, they are, the time of trying to be a gangster, that shit dead. Okay, that's dead. The feds and the MPD and everybody that's out there spinning, that's truly making sure the young Dolph gets justice. They ain't get ready to let no piss ass kids be no gangsters. They're gonna be down there in jail. If they won't straight dropping them free, they're gonna be right down there with him. Okay. But I think it's a shame because you start thinking about some of these dudes that's in their 30s and in their 40s, and because they're running scared, okay, what they doing is they sending out these little young dudes up under them to push them as far as they can push them to do crazy crash dummy stuff, not knowing that they actually tracing the shit right back to them, but they helping to ruin their lives. And because some of these folks want validation so bad, they'll do anything. You get on here, you try to cover your face, and they got face and eyes recognition, computerized software and stuff, and then voice recognition, especially if you've been arrested before. Okay. But the person who, you know, um, took Young Dolph out, the person that was arrested, I mean, you know, my only guess, because I worked for the police department for 20 almost 20 years, is that this person is helping the police and this person is helping um the prosecutors. You know what I mean? And that's the reason why they have not revealed their name. So I don't want people to forget that a person was arrested the night after um Orange Mound quit. Now, I was told that Orange Mound quit when he was arrested. His energy was different. He was not surprised, and he knew it was going to happen. As far as him giving up other people, um, I don't know if he's going to give up other people. Okay, but I'm told that he verbalized that he knew that they was coming. He wasn't surprised. Okay, so justice for young Dolph. I wanted to get on here and talk about that, but I wanted for people to remember that. I wanted for people to remember um, that another person was arrested, and um, that the feds and MPD is actively working to make sure that young Dolph and whoever else has been harmed in connection with this murder was solved. Now, I talked about Jeremiah Taylor yesterday, and it was just, I wanted, the justice for him too, because I know oftentimes he is forgotten. I don't know if Jeremiah Taylor's case, let me just say this. I don't know if Jeremiah Taylor's case had any connection with Young Dolph's case. Okay. I just happened to mention him yesterday, and people started going crazy. So it just makes you wonder, especially when that crash dummy um, got up here and implicated himself. So it just kind of makes you wonder. Hell, I was just saying rest in peace to Jeremiah Taylor. And, I just kind of mentioned him a little bit, and people kind of got scared. It appears, I don't know. But I don't know if he had any connection. I'm not a capper. I'm not gonna say his murder was in connection to Young Dolph's case. I don't know if it was or not. The only, I just felt like what happened when I spoke about Jeremiah Taylor was kind of weird. People kind of give themselves away, but I actually don't know if his murder was in connection to his case. They've been extremely quiet about Jeremiah Taylor's case, okay? But at any rate, whoever did something to him, whether it was in connection to Young Dolph's case or not, I pray for justice for Jeremiah Taylor, okay? But I want you all to keep in mind that someone was arrested after Orange Mound quit, and they are keeping it quiet, and there will be more indictments. So, I have to send a shout out to the men and women in blue, okay? The color is blue. We all bleed blue. That's the code. Especially when I was working over there. You know, and they've been working extremely hard. I told you all they were working around the clock. I'm so happy that they got the FBI and TBI working with them. I think that's one of the best things that Chief Davis could have did was partner with the FBI, right? I think because they've partnered with the FBI was going to get into it anyway, because I told you guys, I said the FBI is partner. I was told that the FBI came in a week after Young Dolph was assassinated. I said, and usually that happens if it was a murder for hire, and some of that money that was paid came from over um, state lines, right? So just keep that in mind. And as we wait for everybody else to be indicted, sending these crash dummies out is going to make it speedy. Um, it gives more clues, and it just goes to show how pathetic a lot of these people are. A lot of these people who we've helped and put into positions to make money, they don't give a damn about their community. They don't give a damn about even the crash dummies that they sending out. And these parents, as I was saying last night, they failed their children. They got to give their kids validation, because anytime somebody ain't helping a young dude to put them up on some money the legal way, you can get into real estate. A lot of these folks brag about how they got business consultants, um, business consultants that help them to invest in real estate and land and things of this nature. These little dudes got their crash dumbasses all up on YouTube, getting in trouble on a federal entity, pointing guns and things of that nature, leading them back to their camp. And they feel like because they put a gun in these crash dummies' hands so that they can go and do their dirt, they feel like, they make them think that I love you, little bro. I love you. Nigga, what you need to be doing is you got business consultants. How come y'all ain't helping to put these little dudes up on some game on? First of all, tell them to finish school and learn how to read and write. That's number one. Y'all making enough money, some of these folks, to put programs in the hoods, okay? Give them a reason to want to live. A lot of them don't have no self-worth. And then teach them about real estate, and then give them some money. Hell, it don't take a whole lot of money to go buy a house and fix it up. If you can put guns in the neighborhood to help them to destroy each other, okay, you could put some knowledge in their head. Little dude, I'm gonna teach y'all how to, I could put you up on some game, but y'all got to complete this program. I'm gonna teach you how to flip. You're gonna have to have your mind right though. I'm gonna teach you how to flip houses. I'm gonna put you up on some game in the record industry. But they don't want that, little dudes. They want you to always be beneath them so they could put a gun in your hand and you can go do their dirt. And they give you some crumbs for it. And ultimately, okay, you're gonna be in jail for the rest of your life. And then they just go on to your little brother or to another crash dummy. These are the people. That's why I say we have to watch who we support, because we've supported a lot of these artists and a lot of these people that are in position that's making a lot of money. We support them because we want to see them win. They got some good music, or they got some good production, or whatever it is they got going on. But I think it's a damn shame that they putting guns in these little dudes' hands, and they tricking these little dudes into, going out and doing crime for them and giving them crumbs instead of trying to give them some knowledge. And so I think it's just sowing season. These are the seeds that they've sown, and now they're getting ready to reap because the Bible says you reap what you sow. So they have sown bad seeds just because the feds got them surrounded and got them up under surveillance and all of that and been having it. They mad. They violating the black man. No, they ain't violating the black man. Those are the seeds that were sown. Those weeds that you see growing in your front yard, you planted those seeds. They got all kinds of dudes that are in the record industry. I was looking at a dude yesterday in my chat. I know he a hacker, and he immediately started messing with StreamYard. My lawyer is contacting StreamYard. These folks is hacking through StreamYard. That nigga started trying to mess with my computer immediately. He don't even know I know he worked with the music industry. Okay? But that's the price to pay because they already put me up on game with it. Okay? Everybody ain't in agreement, just like they weren't in agreement, okay, with the Young Dolph situation. So them hacking for some of these record labels and things of that nature, trying to get people's personal information, you and these folks send these crash dummies out to do something to somebody, nigga, you gonna be implicated in it because I gave your name to the police last night and the email that I got that you was a hacker. All the gloves off. It's a darn shame what people will do for some money. All for some crumbs that you ain't gonna be out to spend anyways. But rest in peace to young Dolph. Just keep that in mind. I wanted you all to remember that. Okay. I wanted you all to remember that young Dolph, um, there was someone arrested the night afterwards in connection with young Dolph. And let me just say this, don't get when people get scared, they start doing all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm truly telling these hackers they need to stand down because the feds are onto them. Okay? It's a darn shame what people do on here. And it ain't gonna work out. And then they'll say that they want justice for young Dolph. I've been knowing you didn't want justice for him, that you was hired by the people that did this to him. Okay? But anyways, just keep in mind that somebody was arrested and they're keeping it quiet. And when people say, well, I don't know why they being so secretive about who they keeping quiet, and that ain't normal. It is normal. A lot of people don't know anything about investigations. It's normal. It happens not just in the city of Memphis, but it happens all over the world. Okay? Especially if you're going to have a star witness in a case. It happens all the time. You don't know who they are until the trial. And there have even been some times where the person didn't even come into the courtroom. They will put them in another room and have them on video and have them in a dark room. Okay? Especially if they fear for their life. Okay? And they will question them. And the people in the courtroom still don't really know who they are. It happens. It happens. Okay? But anyways, you guys, I want you to like, share, and subscribe. If you would like to support the channel, you can do it via Cash App, or you can hit the super thanks button right here up under the video. I want you guys to know that I appreciate you so much. I want you guys to know that I appreciate all of the new subscribers. And shout out, I want to say this, shout out to all of the people that have been giving me a shout out, like OG Jacario, Sauce One, Player Co, who else? People like that recognize, you and not just steal your information and feed off of your energy. They understand that, hey, it's enough for everybody. You know what I mean? So I truly appreciate people like that. I'm sure that there's been some more, but those have been the ones um that I've known about. So whoever else, I truly appreciate you too. I want you guys to know that I love you. I want you to have a good day. Always put God first. Take God before you. It's evil people out there in the world. Okay. And you got folks that's doing anything for a dollar. They getting these young dudes geeked up and high and helping to ruin their lives. And it ain't gonna change a damn thing because them indictments coming. So my advice to these young dudes is, and if they truly cared about them, they tell them to stand down because I'm hot. Instead, they know they hot and they watching them and everybody around them, and they want to push these young dudes because they all on fentanyl, all kinds of stuff, and they already screwed up in the head to the limit to see if they can get them to do their dirty work. They don't give a damn about they know they're gonna get caught. They know they're up under surveillance, which means anybody they send out on a damn dummy mission is too. Okay. They don't care enough about them to tell them to stand down. Okay. Because they know they're going down. They want everybody around them to go down. Okay. So I think it's a darn shame what is going on. But just keep in mind that they quietly arrested someone in connection with Young Dolph's murder. We don't know who it is yet. I don't even know who it is. I just know that they was arrested the day after Orange Mound quit. Okay. All right, you guys. Keep that in mind, and I'll talk with you later.